Welcome to Paradelphia Radio. This is Rick Pruitt once again here in the Toxic Studios for one last show of the year 2020.
What a friggin' year.
We are here live. I am here with Miss Jenna B. Still very pregnant Jenna B.
It's literally past my bedtime.
It is past a lot of things for you, Jen. It is past time for you to pop that boy out.
I know. I just said to someone today, I said, I feel like I'm ready for him to be here because I feel like I have an imaginary friend that I talk to everybody about. Like, oh, no, like, but no one sees him.
Right.
And it's like, we don't know what he looks like.
That's interesting. I never heard it put that way, but
seriously.
I guess, I suppose.
So I'm like, I can't wait till he's actually here and I can like have a like object to actually refer to.
An object.
An object. The object is going to pop out.
Yeah.
Do you look forward to like, and I think this is a chick thing. Do you look forward to dressing him?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So one of my coworkers gave me a North Face for him. It is the tiniest little thing. Like I can't even, I know some people can see me because they're watching on Facebook, but like, it's like this big.
Yeah.
But it's not as fun as if you're having a girl, unfortunately, because they just don't make.
I disagree.
See, no, like so I have this theory that I just want him to be dressed like a little old man, like penny loafers, suspenders. Set
that bar low, huh?
I just want him to dress one of
penny loafers and suspenders. So you're gonna give birth to George Burns. That's what you're gonna do.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God, Mike, we're 2 minutes into the show.
I got nothing, dude.
We're 2 minutes in.
I've already see this baby growing up to be an adult and just looking back in horror
in the first month of its life,
yelling at Jenna, Mom, why'd you do that?
Right.
Really, penny loafers, Mom?
Oh, listen, I still do that shit. There's pictures of me wearing like plaid pants and shit from like. No, I'm not kidding, dude. There is some shit that I was dressed in before I had a say.
Mm-hmm.
Before you had a say.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't have a say. You're like 1-2 years old.
I know. You really don't have a say, but it's kind of funny. What am I gonna do? It is funny how mothers can dress you just like you are a doll,
right?
However they see fit in their own vision, and then you have no say.
And then you have to live with those pictures for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. John's trying to John has like Godzilla onesies for him and like friggin' these weird Xbox characters and stuff. Nice. And then I'm like, penny loafers.
Penny loafers. Penny loafers. Wow.
Penny loafers.
Yep. This is why he's not coming out. You realize that?
He's like, I ain't coming out.
He's like, dude, I'm hearing this shit. I'm sticking in here for a while.
100%.
Until you change your ass mind.
I want a girl too. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat room.
Do you?
I actually have thought about that. I've thought about if I wanted a son or a girl, and I like the relationship between daughter and father, the father-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
I like that whole idea. Yeah. I've already got names picked out. I'm gonna have one next year.
There you go.
Wow.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
2021 is it, Mike?
This is Toxic Mike speaking. Not regular Mike.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. He's announcing Michael's pregnant.
Mike is pregnant.
Better simmer down with that. No COVID babies.
Yeah, I said that too.
So speaking of 2021, not speaking of COVID babies, speaking of 2021, it's almost here. I'd like to say thank God. I would, the optimist in me wants to say thank God it's almost here, but I know better.
Yeah.
I've been to a few rodeos in my time, and I know this shit's not going to go away. That the strike of midnight on what is it, Friday?
That's what everybody's waiting for, is that midnight. And then it just goes to 12:01, and they're like, "It's gone."
It's gone.
No, it's not. No,
it's all over. Burning the masks. I saw something on Facebook. Someone there's legit they're trying to get it off the ground. It had like 1 million RSVPs. That July 1st, people are convinced is going to be like burn the mask day, that everyone's just going to boycott masks.
Why July 1st?
I don't know. I didn't really read into it.
It's like an astrological thing, or?
I don't know. I think they're just so convinced that it's like, all right, we'll give them 6 months.
6 months. You got 6 months.
You got 6 months.
Get your shit together. You got 6 months.
Come on, Biden. You got 6 months.
Right.
July 1st did good with the focus group. They presented to some people. They liked that date. It was good. It's not too hot, but it's hot enough that everybody can go outside. outside.
We'd like to end this on July 1st, please.
yeah. Burn the Mask Day is what it's called.
Wow. Well,
right.
Say.
I don't know about Burn the Mask Day, but what I do know is there's a whole lot of people that are happy that this shitstorm of a year is almost over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this year was different than most years, God knows. But regardless, most years when you come to New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, people have certain superstitions about the new year.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I don't really have them myself, but I know my grandmother did.
Interesting.
And I know a lot of people do. Like one of the things, my sister and I used to torture my grandmother on New Year's Eve. We would go over to their house, my grandparents' house, which is now the house Taryn and I live in.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, it was their house, so we'd go over there for New Year's Eve. And my grandmother had this thing. Well, one of the things she had was you could not put up a new calendar, like the next year's calendar, before midnight,
Okay.
or it was bad luck.
I've heard that.
So of course,
What the hell?
I have.
my sister and I find the new calendar and started putting it up around the house.
Stop.
I mean, that's the only right thing to do at that point.
You know, we were like 8, 6, whatever. Like, all right, here, you know.
Oh my gosh.
But there's a lot of them, a lot of different superstitions around the New Year. You didn't have any, your family?
my great grandmother always said to take your Christmas tree down before the strike, I don't know, of midnight, or else you're bringing the old year into the new year.
It's funny because I have some superstitions to talk about tonight, and there's a
like
couple
that
of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them that talk about do this or you bring your baggage with you.
Yes. So that was one. I can't think of any.
One for me, and this is just a personal one. I never got this from anybody, but I've realized through the years that I despise New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Anybody, I'm full on the fact that if you say that you have a New Year's resolution, whatever that New Year's resolution, just basically kiss that shit goodbye, because it's not going to happen. Because when you have to make a declaration that this is what you're going to do in the new year, it's not going to work. So that's just my superstition.
Okay.
Don't even do it. Don't even talk about it. And my whole thing is start whatever you think is your New Year's resolution. Start doing that shit before New Year's. When you put a date on it, it gets all screwed up.
It's true.
Well,
I get that.
As you can tell by looking at me, I don't exactly have a gym body. However, believe it or not, I used to be a frequent gym goer, and I used to be in a lot better shape. And when I did, I used to. It was funny because every year, after New Year, you couldn't find parking. You couldn't get on any machines.
Mm-hmm.
There were 1 billion people in the gym for about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to call them resolutionists.
Mm-hmm.
The resolutionists are here
Uh-huh.
because it was everybody's resolution to get in shape, and they all flooded the gym for about 4 or 5 weeks. And by like mid-February, it was back to normal because they all said, "Fuck it, we're done."
Because it all sounds good and really powerful to say you're going to do it, but then once you get there and realize you have to put the work in constantly,
Right.
It's like, oh, this sucks.
So, some New Year's traditional New Year's superstitions. This is coming from an article in of all things, Country Living magazine.
Ooh, I love Country Living Mag.
Country Living magazine.
See, you should have wore your boots and your hat.
The best.
That's Cowboy Living. It's a different magazine.
Isn't it the same thing?
It's a whole different magazine.
All right, sorry, you should have wore your overalls and poo on your shoes.
I have that. I have 25 dogs. I got poo on my shoes every day.
You don't even live in the country.
I don't even smell it anymore.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, so the first one, and this is one that a lot of people do. Most people do. Kiss at midnight.
Okay.
All right, this is a superstition.
Okay.
So it says it may seem like kissing someone at midnight is a way to show your excitement for the new year, but actually, it is thought that if you kiss someone you love as the clock strikes midnight, those sentiments will continue for the next 12 months. So the idea is to kiss someone that you want to continue to kiss you, I guess, for the next 12 months of the year.
Whether they want it or not.
Whether they want to or not.
Listen, I got to find Post Malone.
Just whether they want it or not, at midnight, just grab that person.
So when you
it'll keep going.
When you grab the gardener and lay one on him, or what, like
The
just
gardener? Because he's there at midnight.
He's there at midnight.
That's normal.
on New Year's Eve at midnight outside.
I make my man work. Pot those plants, Hector.
Would you like me to trim your bush, Mr. Brick?
Whoa.
That's a whole other thing.
That's why he's there. That's why he's there at midnight.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why he's there at midnight.
That's a whole other resolution.
But I mean, that makes, I've never even heard that one, but it makes a lot of sense and why it is such a, for lack of a better term, kiss of death to not get a kiss at midnight, and it depresses a lot of people to not have somebody to kiss.
Because the odds are, I mean, not the odds are, but the superstition is that if you don't kiss someone at midnight, you're not going to be someone there's not going to be someone there to kiss you throughout the year. You're going to be lonely for the year. Yeah.
Oh, and actually, now that I think of it, okay, so 2 years ago, we had like a couple friends over for New Year's Eve, and John was like, I'm going to go lay down at like 11 o'clock. And I'm like, dog, come on, whatever. So at like 5 minutes before midnight, I went to get him up, and he literally argued with me. He didn't want to get up. And I was so pissed at him. I was like, I'm not going to be here after midnight. I didn't say that.
Ooh.
I was mad.
Wow.
And then last year, but he ended up getting up and I kissed him. But then last year we were about to go to my brother Ryan's house, and some guy was in my yard. And so John was scared to death to leave. So I didn't get to kiss him at midnight last year.
Maybe he was looking for a kiss.
No, he was looking for money. He literally, we were in the car about to leave, and he came into my yard and said, can I get money to go to McDonald's? And I'm like, what are you doing? We're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So I didn't get to kiss John, but I mean, obviously, we did plenty of kissing this year.
Oh.
Wow.
Is that how that happened?
We need a stinger right there, Mike. Yeah.
I'll get on it for next show because I'm sure it'll be used a lot.
Yeah. All right. So the next one is kind of odd. I've never heard this one myself. Eat 12 grapes at midnight.
Okay.
So this is a food superstition that originated in Spain. It's meant to bring you luck for the year ahead. Eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for every month. You put them on a skewer or you eat them as a garnish. And I guess it's one grape equals 1 month of luck.
Cool.
I've never heard that before in my life.
What if I eat what if I eat 24?
Then you get extra lucky. Then you're going to have twins.
Oh, gosh. Don't tell Jean that.
Boom.
She swears I'm having, I'm not having twins now, but she still swears that I'm going to have twins one day.
There you go. Well, you got 9 months from now, maybe.
I was going to say, I better not have Irish twins.
You still have extra time.
You still have extra time.
That's a lot.
You still have time. Next one, fill your cupboards. I have heard this one. I haven't heard it a lot, but I have heard it. Fill your cupboards. Check to see which grocery stores are open New Year's Eve because it's considered bad luck to start the new year with bare cupboards. It signals poverty and hardship.
Oh, I got to go to the grocery store anyway, so I'm here for it.
And I got to fill mine with alcohol, so
there you go.
Gosh.
There you go. But if you've ever been to the grocery store before New Year's Eve or on New Year's Eve or right before, these people, they're down with this shit because there's a billion people at the grocery stores on New Year's Eve.
There shouldn't be this year, but yes, most of the time there is.
No, there will be this year too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, they just will. Yeah. They don't snow. I used to work in a ShopRite years ago. And I swore, I wasn't even kidding after a while, I swore that the grocery stores were in cahoots with the TV stations. And they would tell the TV stations, we will give you X number of dollars if you say the word snow. Just say the word snow.
How many?
And we will get 1 million people in our store.
Watch the news. How many ShopRite and Acme commercials do they have?
Yeah, now?
Really? I watch the news every morning.
It's almost can sale.
Yes! The can.
That got etched into my brain working in ShopRite years ago.
He's got a twitch every time.
And they still run the same ad. You know.
And it's really not that great of a sale. The only good sales are like the ShopRite brand, which nothing's wrong with that, but
people would stock up like they were going to go through nuclear winter. They, the metal U frames they put stuff in, like the big. It's like a flat rolling frame, and it's like got the sides. It's called a U frame.
Oh yeah, okay.
People would fill them with boxes of canned goods, and wheel them into the at the register. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude?
Oh my god!
Does anyone need? There's people still today, 30 years later, eating the same peas they bought from me in 1991.
Expired in 99.
Guaranteed.
With a picture of you on their wall.
Guaranteed.
This is Rick. He sold it to us.
No one can eat this many canned goods, but they would buy them because, hey, they're 25 cents off.
I mean, just 25 cents. You add that up.
Like, yeah, over the course of 30 years.
Back then, it would have been
people-
like 40 cents
They
today.
drove me nuts.
Is that going on right now? Because we got to go to the store.
Soon, Mike. Soon. Wait till you hear the song. Do. You know.
We'll tag you in the commercial.
We'll tag you. All right, next one. This is sort of the same idea. Put cash in your wallet.
Okay.
Want to enter the year full of financial prosperity? Then make a run to the ATM so you can fill your wallet with cash. Also, don't loan out any money on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And this is going to be a tough one for everybody this year. Don't start the year in any kind of debt. Or you could or you could set the precedent for the months ahead.
Well, I mean,
Catch your shit up. You have 3 days.
frig. Who can I borrow some money off of?
Yeah. So I guess the idea is to take, I don't know, whatever money you have in the bank or a shit ton of money or some money and put it in your wallet for New Year's Day, New Year's
That
Eve.
$20 I got sitting in my checking account.
There
Gotcha.
you go.
The whole 20.
Put that in your wallet. It will
Ask for one.
It will become $21 by 2022.
Seriously. You're about to have $600, so
that's
hey.
Oh my God. Don't tease me with a good time of
No, they shot that down.
$600.
They shot 2,000
No, they
down.
shot the 2,000 down.
Right.
So the
So
600
pissed.
is still on the table.
Oh.
They can vote
Okay.
to still add it again later on, but we're
Dude,
back to the
By the time they
600.
get this shit straightened out, we're all going to be, Corona will be gone.
For real.
We'll be done.
For real.
We'll be burning masks in July and saying, fuck all you.
It's amazing when
Keep your $2,500
when
or
the
whatever.
poor and middle class are looking at you like 600, that ain't nothing. Like
Right.
we're all like looking at them like, what's that? That's nothing.
Yeah, because now their debts are like thousands. And like,
Seriously?
Well,
Like-
especially right after Christmas, where
Yeah.
everybody went into crazy debt just to
Right.
make their kids happy,
Right.
and they're looking at you like 600. That was one of his presents.
600 will pay for the Xbox.
I was
Yeah.
just going to say that you have like $50 left over after you pay for the
Right.
new Xbox or PlayStation.
So kind of off topic here, but I was reading this article and I got to this point and I saw the term ATM, and
I know what that means.
it annoys me
Oh, never mind.
because I still call it a Mac machine.
That annoys me.
I was talking about something else. ATM also means something else.
Nasty. I don't even know, but I'm assuming it's nasty.
So you don't call it a Mac machine still?
I call it a Mac machine.
Yeah.
I will 100%
No.
still call it a
Yes,
Mac
they're
machine.
so old. It's an ATM.
Mac money access card.
I literally can't call it an ATM because of the other meaning of it.
Well, I don't want to know.
Anytime I say the word, anytime I say ATM, it's exactly where my brain goes. So I have to call it a Mac machine.
The only ATM I can think of is at the moment. Like people saying,
like Billy
What
Beer
are-
and the Beaters.
I don't know who
Oh,
that
geez.
is.
Okay, I'm gonna dumb this down. A to mouth.
That's disgusting. I'm still going to say ATM. If that's what you into, that's what you into. It's okay.
But so Mac machine is, I 100% say I've got to tap Mac. I've got to go to Mac. I mean,
So like what was that movie? What the hell was it?
What?
Human crap. I can't think of what the hell it
Human
was.
crap.
Human centipede.
Human
centipede.
hibachi?
Not human hibachi. Human centipede.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Mac machines are going to go to the way of pay telephones. Like they're going to be obsolete anyway,
Yeah,
because
eventually.
Yeah.
most people, you talk about having cash on you, for the younger generation and with me and my generation and younger, for the most part, none of us carry cash on us almost ever, except for an emergency stash of cash.
Dude, I went the other day to buy this little place that we get soup from sometimes in an Audubon. And I went there the other day. Taryn wanted soup, so I drove all the way over there. I was over in Deptford shopping, Christmas shopping at the time. I drove all the way to Audubon, got her soup. I walk in there, went to pay with my card. She's like, yeah, we only take cash.
I
That's
hate
ridiculous.
that.
What-
That's insane.
Ridiculous.
What year are you living in?
Yep.
Ridiculous. Let me ask you a question. So this all started because the thing of New Year's Eve and having cash in your pocket.
Right.
Well, I mean, my phone is attached to my bank account, which has all my cash in it. Does that count?
I like the loophole.
That's maybe a loophole.
Let's
maybe.
go for the loopholes.
I like
let
it.
us know how that works out next New Year's Eve.
I will forever find a loophole to get to the ATM.
Yeah. All right. The next one is one that I
It's
can
the ATM. See,
I can get behind. Don't clean your house.
I have heard of this one.
Do not clean your house.
Yes, I've heard of
If
it.
you are concerned,
My
with,
girlfriend has that lockdown. I'm
Aw.
going to get beat for that one.
Yeah, you should. You should be.
if you are concerned with sweeping or washing away any luck coming your way, don't do any cleaning, including dishes and laundry.
But they said when I read that, and I think it was on Facebook, you should do your cleaning prior to and you don't do it on the first.
Let it pile up.
Then just let
The
it go.
dirtier, the luckier.
The dirtier, the luckier.
You want to see my anxiety go through the fucking roof, sitting there looking like hoarders on New Year's Day.
Oh, ew.
The dirtier, the luckier.
You have to move all the crap off the table just to eat breakfast.
Right,
No.
right.
Yep. I literally watch Hoarders sometimes when my house is dirty just to feel better about. That's okay.
That's the only reason that show is still on, because people laying on their couch covered in the dirt that they haven't cleaned to just look over and go, but I'm better than that girl. Better than her.
Yep.
There's no dead flattened cat underneath my couch.
No
I'm all good.
Cats in the freezer, nothing.
Wow. All right, moving on. Number 6, open your doors at midnight.
Yep, I just read this
Who
today.
doesn't do that anyway?
Actually, just before midnight, so you can let the old year out and welcome in the new year. It doesn't have to be for long because it's freaking cold.
I'm going to pee out the door to make it even better.
I have not. Actually, I don't know if I've heard this one before or not.
I literally just read that today on Facebook.
Yeah. There was there was a meme or something saying something about don't just open a door, open a window, and everything in your house to let all the bad out.
Yeah, no, to fan out the 2020.
Right, let out 2020. Yeah.
I love on midnight right after midnight every single year I will post on Facebook, I haven't pooped since last year. And then people would continue in the comments. I was like, I've had sex since last year. People would be like, I haven't showered since last year. It's funny.
It's a joke that just keeps on giving.
It is. People get into it.
For
I haven't done cocaine since last year.
Stop.
For at least 15 minutes.
Stop. I can't.
Mike's like, I'm out.
And all of my windows are open. It's freezing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So open your doors. Next one.
And get robbed at midnight. There's people outside just waiting for everybody to open their doors and windows.
They're looking for money.
That's smart, actually.
Next one. Don't cry.
Smart.
Do not cry. Save your tears for another day because crying on New Year's Day could set a year of sadness in motion.
I cried last New Year's Eve.
And see what happens, Mike?
Look at you now. Look what you did.
See what you did?
Fucking 2020.
2020 has been amazing for me. Are you kidding me? It's bad to say that, but it has.
Hey, I am happy for the people that 2020 has been honestly one of the most emotional years of my life, 100%. But I will say it's the best thing about 2020 is that I finally got pregnant after years. Oh, cute. Where happened to all the freaking soundboard stuff, Mike?
Look, I'm doing double duty now that we do video and everything else, and we're broadcasting every social media. Knowing the man, can you just be appreciative of what I'm able to accomplish?
If I had a soundboard, I'd go, no!
Hashtag Toxic is now hiring.
All right, so that's one.
Paying
But also, we do have an aux cord that if we can get Jenna B a soundboard, she can 100% tap into the system, tap into the matrix of
shit.
toxic radio, and we can have her hit the fart button every 5 minutes.
I would love that. I would literally live for that.
All right.
Yeah, but Rick would be talking about something really, really serious, like having an emotional connection with the people at home, looking straight into the camera, and all you hear would...
But the best part's going to be my farts.
Oh, jeez.
Like, I'm going to record them. It's going to be like 20 different Jenna B farts.
You thought it couldn't get worse in 2020?
I have
Oh,
to fart
God.
Look
now,
out.
so it's probably going to just happen.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
This-
All right. Number 8, do not fart. No.
Keep that in. Keep it in.
Blow up.
Now, number 8 is eat collard greens and black-eyed peas.
Okay.
If you
The
want
band?
If
I
you
was
want,
just gonna
yeah,
say that.
the band, Fergie. If you want to keep the Southern tradition, eating black-eyed peas and collard greens on New Year's Day will supposedly bring good luck and prosperity, respectively, in the months ahead. Now, I didn't have the collard greens and black-eyed peas thing, but my grandmother, the other big thing with her on New Year's was on New Year's Day you had to have cabbage, and I hated fucking cabbage.
Nasty.
And they should have it every year. Like we'd go over there for New Year's dinner, and I'd have to eat like a little bit of like a little bit.
You just had to. Because you're like, it's one of those things like you're scrolling on Facebook and you see share this golden banana or you'll have the worst year of your life. It's like, why chance it?
It was kind of
It's very
so.
Take a little bite.
It's very weird for me to put together food traditions with New Year's. It's not a very food other than breakfast, because on New Year's Day it's always a huge breakfast because you're hungover from the night before. But I don't know of many food traditions. I mean, Christmas Eve for a lot of people, Christmas Day they have food traditions, but New Year's was never one that struck me as a food.
Yeah, we've always
food
had
tradition thing.
big dinners on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Did you
It
really?
was a family thing. Yeah.
Oh no, I mean, again, I don't remember being a kid, but as an adult, New Year's Day was wake up, eat whatever breakfast food is in front of your
Whatever
face,
was left over from the night
shove
before.
it down your gullet, and go back to sleep.
Doritos and whatnot.
Exactly.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The breakfast was not a big thing on New Year's Day, but dinner was a big
Yeah.
deal. Yeah. For us.
I'm hungry.
So, number 9.
Want some waffles?
Do not leave the house.
Well,
Who
Do
does?
not. Well,
who
listen.
Wants to?
There's a little asterisk here.
without your mask.
Do not leave the house until someone enters from the outside first, and
Okay.
who that person is will supposedly say a lot about the luck you have in the new year.
That's where the person that comes to your house when you have all the windows and doors open to rob you, he comes in, then you can leave.
And in Scotland, it is the first person into your house is supposed to bring a gift with them.
Like,
I'm down for that.
So if you are the first person to enter someone's house on New Year's Day, you're supposed to in Scotland, you're supposed to bring a gift.
if anybody shows up to my house on New Year's Day, I'm just going to yell out, "Where's my gift, bitch?"
Better go down to the Dunkin' Donuts and get me a gift card.
Uh-huh,
Put out the Scottish
uh-huh.
flag. Say, where's my
Yeah.
gift?
Where's my gift?
Yeah.
I want something.
There's another one a little bit later on with coming and going from the house. It might be I don't know if it's next or coming up here, but it's a little more controversial. Let's put it that way. I read it and thought, ooh, that's going to hurt.
Love controversial.
So, but this one says, don't leave the house till someone comes in first. So
With Bloody Marys.
that shouldn't be a big deal this year because no one's ever leaving their house.
Nope.
So we're good.
Never
much.
again.
We're good.
Pretty much.
Number 10. This is kind of a weird one. Skip eating lobster. In case you
Darn it.
in case you had the money to eat lobster on New Year's Day.
With the $600, we will.
Yeah, right.
Is Red Lobster really that bumping on New Year's Day?
You may want to rethink any fancy New Year's Eve food ideas that include lobster. Many cultures believe that eating lobster before midnight is bad luck because meaning the lobster, moves backwards, therefore setting you up for a year of setbacks. So the lobster, when it walks, it actually walks backwards. So the idea is that if you eat an animal, creature, whatever, that walks backwards, you yourself are setting yourself up to go backwards in the new year.
What if you eat the lobster back to front?
Ooh.
That is number 11.
My gosh. That could have been taken very sexually.
Wow. ATM.
Oh, you went ATM on the
moment.
lobster.
Nasty.
At this moment.
Nasty.
Number 11, make some noise. Now, I have heard
Hey.
this. This I have heard. I've heard this in reference to Chinese New Year, but this is, I guess, all around. It says you may love buying noisemakers and fireworks to set off at midnight, but did you know the tradition originated from a superstition that making loud noise at midnight would scare evil spirits and omens away?
Yes.
So I have heard this because on Chinese New Year, they set off fireworks, and the fireworks are traditionally meant to scare away evil spirits.
Yeah.
I did not know that translated over to our New Year, but it kind of makes sense.
We just run out with pots and pans, whatever's
Right.
laying around the house.
Pots, pans,
Grab
bang
your
them
gat.
together.
the
Your
things
what?
that spin.
Your gat.
You know,
You grab your gat.
this is somebody living in Salem County.
She runs
Listen,
out with her gat.
They have
with
guns down there.
Her
Mike.
gold teeth, her grill,
Yup.
her saggy
Listen,
pants.
there was literally a shooting like 3 minutes from my house. I mean, it was in Salem and I live in Quinton, but it was
Shocker.
right down the road. On my way here, and someone got killed. And then there was another shooting later in. Listen, Salem becoming.
People down there in their kitchen, they hang utensils on the, and the gun.
People be acting
Yeah.
a fool.
The ladle and the gun go next to each other in the kitchen.
Yep.
Loaded.
Loaded.
Ain't gonna get
Loaded.
us.
So yeah, make some noise, scare away the evil spirits, I guess is the bottom line here.
Which it makes
Or-
sense.
Fart, and that'll
What?
make some noise too.
All right, so you can't eat lobster, but you can eat herring.
What is-
Heroin?
Heroin.
Heron.
I think you read that wrong.
Oh.
I don't even know what herring is.
Whether you like your herring pickled or fresh, eating some of it eating it in some form, at midnight is considered good luck in Germany and Sweden. Herring is fish.
It's
Oh.
It's like
fish.
the fish. Yeah.
I'm looking at the picture that is up on Rick's screen. It looks like pudding.
It's little
It's
pieces
fish
of
pudding.
fish.
Is it fish pudding?
It's figgy pudding, yes. It's fishy pudding.
It's fishy pudding.
God bless us, everyone.
Stupid. Ugh.
What do you
Fish
what do you
pudding.
have? What are you eating over there, buddy? Fish pudding. You want some? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna just.
It's good luck.
I'm gonna drink this beer with this cigarette put out in it because it tastes better.
Yeah, I've never had herring that I know of, but apparently it's good luck. So,
All right.
and listen, after this year, I'm willing to try anything. So,
Really?
bring it on.
Rick's going to do this
Bring
whole
it on.
list.
I just want everybody to recognize that in the new year, Rick is down to try anything.
Except Mike's ATM.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna do that.
Number 13, carry an empty suitcase.
I just got one for Christmas.
Boom, you're set.
And it's empty.
It can
It
be.
is.
It
I
can-
ain't going nowhere.
It can just be around your house for a few minutes, but in Colombia, it's seen as setting yourself up for adventures in the new year. So if you carry your own suitcase around your house,
So wait a second. All your doors and windows are open. You've got fish pudding sitting there. You've got who you're going to kiss. You're carrying an empty suitcase, and you've got pots and pans around your waist to make noise.
you just described my New Year's Eve,
As you're walking out of your house because the robbers are walking
making
in.
noise with it. With
yeah.
noise
Somebody
makers.
else is walking in.
Yeah.
You're going to walk out with the empty suitcase.
Yep.
Absolutely,
And fish breath.
absolutely. Take no chances. After 2020, do you want to take chances, Mike?
Yes. Let's
Do ya?
Let's go for.
ya?
Let's put it all out there.
Yeah, I'll eat your pickled herring.
Ooh,
Ooh.
your hairy pickle.
14. Wow. 14. Beware of eating chicken.
What? Oh, dude, that's all. I'm a polictarian. That's all I eat.
You're a politician. What?
What?
Polictarian.
Polictarian?
It's I
Does
only.
that mean you have like 5 husbands? What does that mean?
Oh, good Lord, I can't even handle one. No, it means I only eat chicken, poultry. I don't eat red meat.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
I
I
did
swear
not.
we've had this conversation.
I've never even heard that term.
Yeah, it's
A
polictarian.
politician-tarian?
Yeah,
That's why
No.
chickens avoid her house.
they
Oh.
They divert around her
do.
house.
They do.
So similar to lobster, chicken is also a superstitious food to eat on New Year's Eve because chickens have wings and all your luck could fly away.
That's a stretch.
I guess the same would serve for
That was
duck.
a stretch.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Don't eat
That's it.
duck.
Don't eat pig.
Don't eat pig. Winged pig. Winged pig.
I was like, wait a minute, pigs don't have one.
Don't eat angels.
Don't eat angels.
Angel hair pasta.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh, stop!
Don't
You're
eat
killing me.
pigeons.
I'm out.
I'm totally out. Pigeons are delicious.
There's
Great
people.
when you need a snack.
There's people in New York sewers listening to this show right now, going, "God damn it!
They're like, there's losers.
There goes my dinner."
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. I'm 100% shocked at chicken.
Beware of eating chicken. Yeah.
made
That's
the
a 100% a stretch.
Maybe this was the problem. Maybe this is why no one's had luck.
Maybe
Every-
that's what happened with 2020.
Everybody's eating chicken fingers on New Year's Eve.
Eat like the cow says. Eat more. He said eat more chicken. All right.
Yeah.
Well, eat less chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said eat more chicken.
All right. I got
Rick,
it.
you're ruining it.
I got it wrong.
We were all with you.
I know.
We were following you down the road, and then you threw chicken in our face.
I got it wrong. All right, number 15. Were you born on New Year's Day? Then superstition says you will automatically be lucky throughout your entire life.
What?
Even more so if you were born at midnight. So, Jen,
no.
your boy.
Yo, dog, I'm trying to get him out before midnight because so I can claim him on my taxes.
and so she could drink alcohol.
Oh, stop it. I am not kidding you. I can't wait till I push him out.
Aim for midnight.
That's what I'm trying.
You can be- you can be-
11:59.
Don't you ever see the first baby thing where they have the first baby on the news?
Yes, but Rick, it can't. I'd like money more
Is
than
it
being on
really?
just the news.
Because that could be your viral moment.
No.
Oh shit!
Locally. It would only be local. I want to go viral.
Jenna B goes viral.
Little baby Noah
International.
Toxic.
Next thing you know, you've got your own TikTok.
Your own TikTok.
I don't even want to be on. I like going on TikTok to watch people embarrass themselves. I am not on TikTok. I want to make it
You
big on
seem like
YouTube.
such a TikToker.
I watch it. Like I
You should start doing it. I'm on
No.
TikTok. You can follow me. Toxic Spunk on TikTok.
You are not.
I am.
You know what TikTok is?
I
to
do
me?
videos.
It's the sound a clock makes. That's all.
Listen, Rick.
That is
you literally would have a good time. Just download the app. You don't have to do
One
anything.
of us.
Watch
One of us.
the videos. They are so funny. Mike, tell me you don't just scroll for hours
Oh,
sometimes.
trust me. In
It's a
bed,
rabbit hole.
next to my girl, while she's looking at me, going, "Can we go to bed now?" I'm not done.
And this is why there will be no baby.
No, baby. Mike, why didn't you ever have kids? TikTok was invented, and it just went downhill from there.
All right, so that is, or those are, 15 of the top superstitions. Now, there was one, I think it was a different article I read. I thought it was on this article, but it was not. But there's another article that that referenced the walking into your house thing, and it said that something along the same lines as the first person entering your house matters, and make sure it's a man, because women entering your house first on New Year's is bad luck.
Yeah, get the fuck out, bitch. Oh, sorry.
I actually read, it was a different article. It must have been a different article, but I read it.
The man to come through your
and
house.
I read it. I'm thinking, oh boy, we're gonna get hate mail for this one.
Mike, you have one video that doesn't count as a tick.
She's
have you
over there
seen-
looking me up.
Have you seen that video?
You can't call yourself a TikToker. Video.
That was my first one I started with.
I am viral. How many views do you even have? Okay, 210.
You were just 3 of them.
Yeah, seriously.
I got one. That's my starter. That's my starter video.
That's his
Starter video.
That's
that
where it's
means I'm a
That's where
TikToker.
he's going to take off.
That's his first
That's how I'm going
videos.
to take off with kids on the bed of a tractor trailer.
Wow.
That's a little creepy.
Wow.
I know the whole time I'm filming, Laura's looking at me going, I don't think you could do this. You can't just film kids. Out of nowhere. I'm like, why can't I? She goes, stop it. And the kids looked at me. They saw him film it, so they're talking. She goes, they see you're doing it. I'm like, who cares? She's like, you're filming kids. It's just creepy. It's just creepy.
Wow.
Next, he's not going to be allowed in 20 feet.
We're
of
gonna
the
knock
school.
on the door next week, and there'll be no answer from Mike.
I can't.
FBI. We saw your TikTok.
We saw your TikTok of the kids.
Your
on
one.
He
TikTok.
must have eaten a lobster on New Year's. That's what happened. He went backwards.
You let a woman in your house first, didn't you, sir? Yes, sir. I did.
He went backwards.
I'm sorry. All right, so why don't we end this clusterfuck of a year
Okay.
with something that we haven't done for quite a while? A little bit of news.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Rick.
Oh, where's the
we haven't done
music?
para news for quite a while.
I know.
I have something in the works that I've been trying to get together for a few weeks to supplement the show with some news.
Okay.
Obviously has not popped up yet because I haven't gotten my shit together enough to do it yet.
It's okay. It's fair.
But it's in the works. But in the meantime, yeah, we're gonna maybe do some news here. I'm trying to stall for time, Mike.
I don't know. I was waiting for you. Once you see me just sitting here, I'm ready to go.
See, there you go.
I can just sing it.
From the 4 corners of planet Earth, from the far reaches of the known universe, you can run, but you cannot escape. Paradelphia News.
All right. So, because I am far too lazy to collate my own news, this is mainly coming from a website called MysteriousUniverse.com. They actually have a show. It's one of the shows, I've mentioned this show before. It's one of the shows I listen to for paranormal information. The guys that do the show, they do it out of Australia, I believe.
Okay.
And it's a really, really good show. And they have a website where they post their podcast, but they also have a news articles and stuff that they have people writing for them on different topics. Every once in a while, they do one of these news articles where they kind of just do quick hit news stories. So I thought this was interesting. I came across this the other day, so we're gonna go with this. It's all about things such as farting snakes,
No, they're farting. We should just call this the farting show.
wooden satellites,
What?
super gonorrhea, Mike, and more.
Wait. Why Mike?
Well, you'll find
That's
out.
a picture of you. What the heck?
Super gonorrhea.
Wow.
Mike.
It's a live picture of Mike sitting right there.
It's a live feed.
Yeah, a live
It's
feed.
just TikTok.
TikTok number 2.
Here's one TikTok.
Oh my. So as a fitting end to 2020, researchers at the University of Alabama have created a list of animals that fart.
That would be a University of Alabama's research.
Which has some surprising entries, such as snakes, apparently the Sonoran coral snake and western hooked-nosed snake, frogs, the pixie frog and the horned frog, millipedes, bats, and cockroaches. So apparently cockroaches fart an awful lot.
I just like that there's somewhere in the universe
Where your tax money's going to find out
that's
about farting.
that somewhere in the world
Yeah.
where there's a man and a woman and a team that is studying that, and they're like, I heard it.
I can't make I can't make it home for dinner tonight, honey. The cockroach is farting.
I heard.
It just happened. We're celebrating.
It just happened.
We've been waiting for a week on this. It finally happened.
Next one says a solar orbiter, the joint ESA NASA mission, just made its first Venus flyby that gave it the gravitational thrust it needs to make it to the sun. It did not get close enough for pictures. Even satellites are practicing social distancing in 2020, apparently.
Well, it is
so
the year.
So I guess the solar orbiter is going to whip around and get to the sun and I guess give us pictures of the sun or burn up trying.
Oh.
Okay.
Burn up. I like the burn up try. Just
I mean,
you give it your all. You go as far as you can. I mean, if you die, you die.
I mean, it's not one of those things you can test. Like it goes out there and gone. All right, we can't use that material anymore. We got to go back to the drawing board. You know. All right. After 6 weeks in a COVID coma, a Liverpool man woke up speaking with a Scottish accent.
I have heard of other people this happening to. Go ahead, finish, and then I'll...
Doctors are baffled, but the patient is probably glad to be channeling Sean Connery on Earth rather than speaking to him directly in the afterlife. So yeah, I have heard that before too.
Yeah, there was a woman from Texas, a Mexican woman. She had to. It was like a very minor surgery, but she had to go under some anesthesia, and she woke up with a British accent.
I do not believe these stories one bit. Every time I see this shit, I want to shake or smack the shit out of the person.
Why would people
and yell
wake
at
up?
you? Why are you doing this?
Why would
Stop
people,
it?
Why would people purposely wake up from a life and death situation and go, you know what I'm going to do right now? Speak in a different accent.
Because they are bigger pranksters than we ever thought. And they just that this was their goal.
That is some epic level pranking shit.
It finally got to the.
That's like a hardcore, like that's a commitment.
Yeah,
for sure.
But
But
it has to be a commitment, and you had to have like tested it out beforehand. Make sure you got the speech correct, the accent correct.
Mike's gonna find these people and be like,
because
"You're lying."
Exactly. But the whole point of
in the hospital bed, you liar.
Accents are supposed to be regional. You don't just get them from just waking up and having them, or watching a television show with somebody having that accent.
Here's one,
Mike. It's from being around those people.
But they're talking about accents here. But I've heard of this happening where people wake up speaking different languages they don't know. Mm-hmm. So how do you explain that? If I had an accident, I woke up speaking French. I don't know a lick of French.
You took classes before then.
Bonjour.
And you woke up and you said, perfect time.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
Perfect time to employ this.
I 100% know.
Now, right here.
If you can send me the clips of this, I will watch it.
I'd have to find them.
I will 100% have to look at you and be like, I have no idea. Because most of the time I can find a rationale, I can rationale something or logical explanation. For something to that degree, I will be speechless.
They don't call him Skeptic Mike for nothing.
I will be 100% speechless.
All right, we'll try and find him. Next one says live mice are learning how to use computer mice in an experiment at the Sainsbury Welcome Center in an experiment to learn how the brain represses internal control. They will be deemed to have learned enough when the lab is suddenly swamped with boxes of cheese from Amazon.
Okay.
So yeah, apparently they're teaching live mice to use computer mice.
That sounds like a Stump Skeptic Mike, something that you would have used for that.
It does. We have to fit that in somewhere.
But the whole thing is, yes.
I missed that segment.
The whole yeah, because you got to be really creative with those segments. With titles like this, with headlines like this, it really just means that the mouse has learned that if he nudges the computer mouse left or right, then he's going to get a treat. So it's really just they're not using it. It's really just nudging it one way or the other.
Well, I have to look into this more to see what exactly they mean. Is it just that they're nudging it left or right, or are they actually completing a task on the computer screen?
I would be completely and utterly dumbfounded if they were literally completing a task.
Like they're playing
Fortnite.
Right, they're playing Fortnite.
Minecraft.
They built like cities in Minecraft and shit.
I've been playing my World of Warcraft, hating other people in PvP. I didn't know it was a mouse playing.
It's a friggin'
How
mouse.
funny would that be?
Stuart Little beating Mike.
Mike was killed by a lab rat.
I'll eat you from the back.
Japan.
Nasty.
Japan's Kyoto University and Sumitomo Forestry are working to develop the world's first satellites made out of wood as a way to reduce space junk. Wooden satellites will burn up without releasing harmful substances or pelting the ground with debris. They'll also make extraterrestrials laugh like mad, but everything has trade-offs.
Then space termites are going to eat the satellite.
There's no way that would work. I've actually built things at companies I've worked at that have gone into outer space. There's no way that would be a thing, but wishful thinking.
Well, I can only imagine. Well, I can't imagine they're going to actually just send a piece of wood through the atmosphere. But if they sheath it in something, keep it like protected, and then when it gets out into space, they release it. It might work.
Definitely would burn up on the way out.
Well, it'd burn up on the way in.
Yeah.
On the way back in, but that's the point.
Yeah.
When it's done working and it comes back, it's going to burn up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
Going to be wood.
All right,
Burning wood.
you've got me. Let's go into production.
All right. A German baker who has for 20 years been selling cookies with sawdust as a main ingredient, it's actually listed on the package, has suddenly been ordered to stop by a court which ruled which ruled sawdust is not a suitable herbal substitute for flour. Luckily, it's still legal for Germans to make their own wood chips ahoy.
What?
But wait a second. You can't really be. You won't fall ill or get sick from eating sawdust.
No, but
I feel like you would.
No, I don't think you would.
I mean,
I don't think.
Soundboy.
But I guess he's calling it an herbal substitute for flour, which technically I guess it is.
Technically, it's from the earth,
Yeah.
and I don't think that you can. I don't think it can harm you.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's not. There's absolutely no nutritional value
I'm Googling.
to it.
But yeah, you got to
But
take
it is nature. It is
yeah.
natural. I don't know how I feel about that.
You got to take that up with a German court.
I mean, we eat plants.
You can get sick from eating wood. A piece of wood can cause sudden, constant vomiting as the stomach attempts to eject it.
A piece of wood or sawdust?
But like, what's the difference if you chew
Well,
it?
because your body wouldn't reject it because sawdust is already so thin. It's like
All right, hold
it's
on.
dust. That's the whole point, that it can be digestible because it is dust.
Find a TikTok on that.
Sawdust becomes a potential health problem. For example, when the wood particles from process such as sanding become airborne and are inhaled, wood dust is known as a human
Inhaled.
Carcinogen.
Oh.
That would be in your lungs.
Listen, wait, how is sawdust edible? Someone asked.
I'm baking cookies with sawdust and I'm feeding them to you.
Sawdust cookies.
This says you can sprinkle a spoonful of sawdust on your yogurt if you'd like to. If you like the flavor and texture.
There you go.
See?
Boom.
It's kind
Done.
of wood. Make sure it's wood that's non-toxic.
It sounds messed up, but literally I don't think there's
disgusting.
anything wrong
I'm gonna
with
sprinkle
eating
it
sawdust.
on my fish pudding.
If you put that in your oatmeal in the morning, is that called morning wood?
ATM.
Boom.
It'd be-
What does that have to do? No.
people go to Paradelphia on Twitter. Let them know if you would eat sawdust.
China's space program announced it will launch the core model of its manned space station in the first half of 2021, with the station scheduled for completion in 2022. That gives NASA and Roscosmos plenty of time to decide whether to put up signs saying welcome to the neighborhood or stay off our space lawn. So China's getting in the game. Well, they've been in the game. I don't know what
I'm still
big deal
waiting
is here.
for actual the ability to travel to outer space and live in a colony on like the moon or something.
Yeah.
We already have astronauts that were able to do that and stay out there for long periods of time. I'm still waiting for that, because once that happens,
Mike's out.
if Trump's still around, I'm moving.
Listen, it takes 45 minutes to get here from my house. If you think I'm coming to do a show in space once a week, it ain't happening.
Hey, you'll
Yeah,
make
but imagine how your farts would be in space.
That is true. They would be like little. It would make me a little tiny rocket.
in space. No one can hear you fart.
I wonder if that's true. Listen, I don't care if anyone hears me fart on planet Earth.
She completely missed the reference.
Yeah.
You ever see Aliens? No one can hear you scream.
No.
No, forget
John.
See, you're that
loves-
woman at Walmart that doesn't care if anybody else hears her, and everybody else is turning around going, huh?
I literally don't care at all. Like pooping, I'll drop a deuce in Home Depot. I don't care.
I like how the last 10 minutes of the show, all of a sudden now we're on
This is
whether or not
completely appropriate for the end of the year.
Genevieve's dropping a deuce in aisle 2 at Home Depot.
9 months pregnant, she don't give a fuck.
The orange buckets are
She's
good.
out.
she's at the display of the toilet.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay.
Volkswagen has unveiled an actual working prototype of an autonomous charging robot that will grab battery packs, connect to them, and bring them parked electric cars to autonomously charge them while they are sitting in a parking lot.
Oh.
Is this really revolutionary or an AI plot to conquer humans by making them fat and lazy?
Yeah, well.
That's like the movie WALL-E, where
Legitimate
everybody was
Yeah.
fat and lazy and being taken everywhere. But that's 100. I mean, that's not that far fetched. Right now, we have Teslas where in the parking lot, if you come out of the store, you can press a button and the car will actually back up, come up to you. It'll stop for pedestrians and pick you up with nobody behind the wheel.
Yeah, I get it.
A Tesla does that?
Tesla 100% does it. Go on YouTube and search it, and there's many people that own Teslas that will show you how you press a button, it GPSs where you're at, it'll back up, it has cameras all the way around it, and will come pick you up.
And I thought I was fancy because I just got a car with a backup camera.
Back it up.
I'm lucky I have a car with a fender. For those who thought 2020 was out of time for creating worse news, the World Health Organization just issued a warning that the coronavirus pandemic is fueling a rise in the strain of antibiotic-resistant super gonorrhea.
Oh my gosh.
Concerned people are worried, also envious that it appears others are still managing to have more pandemic sex than they are.
I
So-
know I did.
Super gonorrhea is a offshoot of coronavirus.
Okay.
Super gonorrhea.
Don't think I have that.
That's
but
2021's big bugaboo.
why not?
Super gonorrhea.
Why the frig not?
What
Well-
does gonorrhea do again?
I don't know.
Do we know?
You know, Mike.
Go read your medicine labels. in your
Wait a
bathroom.
second.
Go read your doctor's orders.
All it says is Oh, never mind.
Oh, that sucks.
University
Why does that suck? I thought that was a good thing.
University of Exeter bee researchers have found that the bigger bumblebees take their time locating the best flowers with the richest nectar, while smaller bumblebees just land on the first ones they can find.
Yeah.
Big bully bumblebees bring back the best, wins the award.
Wow, that was a lot of bees.
For
Sorry.
best tongue-twisting study name.
Wow.
I believe that. I am a big bee. They don't call me Jenna Bee for nothing.
So the big bees
Yep.
find the rich nectar, and the smaller bees just land on the first one they can find. I wonder why. There's got to be some bee psychology behind that.
Jenna Bee?
Jenna Bee?
It's because we are big and we take our time and we find the right stuff. Like that's like going out to eat. We research our menus before we go.
And then we
Oh,
squat
do you
wherever
do
we
that
want.
too?
No, I don't actually.
My God, Taryn does
I like
that all
the
the time.
I like the surprise.
I have done that. I don't do it all the time, but I will do that.
Taryn will sit. I've posted about this on Facebook. We will go to a restaurant, and it could be someplace we've been to 100 times. 100 times, and she will sit there and she'll take 10 minutes to look through the menu. When she goes to order, she will never just order straight off the menu. She always creates her own. It's like a choose your own adventure. Choose your own food. Can I have this, but with this and that on the side and this? And can you add that? And the waitress is looking at me like, "Are you kidding me with this?" And she goes, "It's your turn." I'm like, "Yeah, I want number 5."
I just saw a comedian. It's an old bit by him. I forget who it was, but he did a whole bit on people that go to McDonald's and stand at the cash register, staring at the menu,
Yes.
waiting forever to order. And he's like, "It's McDonald's.
Right.
It's the same shit they've had for the past 50 years.
Right.
It's a burger, fries, soda. What do you want?" And move along.
Oh, if only I'm so sad. Like I haven't had McDonald's in a while. Like I did cheat a little
It's not a
after
bad
Corona. Well, because I had gastric sleeves, I wasn't gonna friggin' eat McDonald's, but I have had it since like I found out I was pregnant. Every once in a while, I don't go there often. But the fact that they took away the snack wrap.
Have you had McRib?
No. Oh, good Lord. I remember when they had that in the 90s. It was
You
disgusting.
have not lived.
No, I remember the taste of a
So
McRib
good.
in the 90s.
I just found a recipe for a keto McRib.
Oh my gosh.
That's how much I want the McRib so bad.
You have not
I
lived.
so bad want that McRib. Oh.
Oh my! All right.
Oh.
So that is pretty much going to wrap things up for us tonight and for the year. Apparently, thank God.
Oh,
So it has been a fun, interesting year. We have done some interesting shows. We've had some fun guests, and you know,
It's been a weird one.
it's been a weird, bizarre, fucked up year, but hopefully 2021 will be better. If you listen to the superstitions we just went over, maybe. If you carry a suitcase, don't eat lobster, blah blah blah.
I'm doing
make
all
noise, do all of it. Do all of it.
Make a list.
Do all of it twice.
Yep.
And then if we all do that, maybe, just maybe, we can get out of this shit.
And get the frickin' vaccine when it comes out, y'all.
And be able to go out to Home Depot and go to get our McRib without wearing a mask.
Without a mask. Yes. That is literally, I long for the day. I actually put a mask on the other day just by out of habit to go into my house. And I got in there and John's like, why are you wearing a mask? And I'm like, frickin' I don't know.
I'm indoors. Don't you have to wait, I'm confused.
Don't tell Murphy. I get pissed.
All right. So I want to thank you guys for listening, not only tonight, but all year.
Yes.
Thanks to all our guests. Thanks to, Jen and Mike for being here tonight.
Yep.
To Gene, to Doug, to all the people that have been on the show throughout the year.
Yep.
Again, thanks to the listeners and viewers. Have a great New Year's Eve. Have a great 2021.
Yes.
And we will see you soon.
See ya.
Happy New Year.
Yep.
We're out of here.